3 meteorologist Katie Melvin.
Well, the really pleasant fall-like streak is continuing and no complaints here. We've got that low just off to our east, otherwise fairly calm conditions, and that's really not going to be affecting us. We've got a high off to our north yet again. That is going to be influencing us. Nothing on radar and satellite though locally, which is nice to see as we're waking up. Maybe some patchy fog here and there, so just make sure you give yourself a little extra time this morning. Checking in though on our friends over in Benton, especially this morning. We're tracking very pleasant conditions. It is a bit on the cooler side. You can see the sunlight just trying to peek through on the horizon there. Some steady traffic as well this morning, but it should be a lovely start to our day. We're tracking the upper 40s for some of us. Other areas somewhere in the 50s. Mount Vernon right now at 49. We've got 51 though for Cape Girardeau, mid 50s in Kennett, Sison, and Carmi as well. As you're out the door this morning, I think it's going to be one of the last mornings where you're going to want to grab that jacket with you. We've got, again, the upper 40s, low 50s. Mostly clear to start our day. I think a couple of clouds can move in the next few hours, but just as quickly as they move in, they're pretty much going to move out. Mostly sunny for the rest of our day. Lots of sunshine expected. Temperatures up into the 60s by 10 a.m. Overall, a beautiful day. Threat tracker is really just as low as it possibly could go. It's just going to be more of the same from what we saw last week. As we go into the next couple of days, we're tracking the return of the mid 80s, so unseasonably warm. And then by late week, we'll still be holding on to the mid 80s, but we also now have that chance for some showers and storms working their way in off and on. Right now, though, it is quiet and calm, wind steady out of the northwest. We will see that change, though. Now you can see it out of the north by 8 o'clock. That's going to continue to shift throughout the day and overnight. By lunchtime, great chance to eat outside. Hey, we've got mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the low 70s. By heat of the day, hitting about 77 for most of us, and we're in the mid 70s. Winds still out of the north, but then we see them change by about 10 o'clock tonight, now moving out of the east, and then by tomorrow out of the southeast, so fueling some of those warmer temperatures. Last morning is seeing those 50s for a while. Tomorrow morning, we've got partly cloudy skies working their way in, but as far as today goes, I mean, it is gorgeous. We've got temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, 76 for Harrisburg and Carbondale's high, 78 for Mount Vernon and Paducah. A couple of 77s there down into the Boot Hill and surrounding areas. As we go into the next couple of days, things begin to get a bit more uncomfortable. Those temperatures do warm back up. Not a heat wave by any means. Not going to be nearly as warm as what we've seen this summer, but it is going to be a bit more uncomfortable than, say, last week. Storm Jack 3 app always coming in very handy, of course. Keep an eye on those warmer temperatures, but also radar is going to come in very handy for the first time in a while as we go into the end of our work week and even into the weekend. We're tracking some isolated shower chances, so nothing really looking like a washout right now. Not really expecting anything severe right now, but there always is the possibility, so something to kind of keep an eye on over the next couple of days. But for right now, just those isolated shower chances. Last 70s today. We've got 77 for our Monday's high. After that, back into the 80s, which, I mean, we're still in summer after all. It's not completely unheard of. We're only slightly unseasonably warm. Hello fall this weekend on Saturday, first day of fall, but hey, we're still staying in the 80s for the rest of our 10-day forecast.
I'll tell you what, it'd be a good time to get out and visit a few places like Tower Rock and all that along the Mississippi River. And in fact, here's another thing making a great time right now. Record